There's your playoff standings so far. Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, Chase Elliott, William Byron, and Kyle Busch all have wins, so they're in the playoffs.
Whee!
And it goes down to last place. Martin Truex still doesn't have points this season. He needs to get his season on. Pause it if you want to see the points format, but there it is. Anyways, let's get into the race.
I'll be watching from here.
The car is getting ready to go at this track full of surprises. Sector 2, the shortest sector right here, and then into Sector 3, where you go under the dark tunnel.
Boom, boom, boom.
And then through here, up to the tightest section of the track, and then to the finish line. Meanwhile, the race is about to get underway. So here we go. Boop, 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 boop. And it's lights out and away we go. Just kidding. That's F1. Anyways, here we go. Getting ready to start the race here at MCS Season 5.
Roar.
Excuse me, Season 3,
Roar.
Race 6.
Season 5. Nice.
3, 2, 1.
9!
Green flags in the air. We're racing at the track. They get off well.
I'm gonna to you, Bubba.
Bubba and Chase side by side as they race into the first sector. Bubba's going that way. Chase is going that way.
There's a huge clog down here.
Already, the car's fanning out.
Oops!
Kurt Busch runs into the wall. Side by side, Chase Elliott and Bubba Wallace. Wallace clips the wall a little bit. That gives Chase Elliott the lead as he leads into the tricky section. Oh, and there's a car that already crashed into the wall hard. That's the 17 of Chris Buescher. Dylan and Matt Benedetto also side by side. Cars racing through.
I got this. Yeah, that's right. I got it there.
Cars trying to get through as fast as they can. Look how fanned out they are. Some of the Stewart-Haas racing cars who started in the back are already making up positions. And here comes Kevin Harvick, but he crashes hard. He flips hard and he crashes as hard as he can. Oh my gosh. That was a big hit, and I believe he might be out of the race. He needs a good season. Or he needs his season to turn around, but right now, his hopes are dying. He crashed hard. The 17 looks like he might be able to get out if he can get his car going. But they continue to go that way. Bubba Wallace is going to take the lead from Chase Elliott, and Kyle Larson's pushing Bubba. Not sure whose engine sounds like a rubber duck, but
Current team is just thrown into a controller, an Xbox controller.
they're going through this part of the track. It's a traffic jam now. And Kurt Busch just slowly getting his way through. Chris Buescher gets going, but Kevin Harvick's out of the race. Harvick's going to be out.
Yeah, I don't think he would be able
Now the traffic jam trying to fix itself as Bubba Wallace is in the lead now, getting pushed by Kyle Larson. Oh, and Bubba loses the lead. Larson to the lead. The top two in points, running strong so far.
Panda Express Power!
Still trying to get out of this section.
I have no way to go!
Oh, and there's a wreck right there. Brad Keselowski into the wall. Larson continuing to lead. He's flying.
Dude, that's a huge wreck.
Oh, and a massive crash, the 43. and the ones on top of the Super Mario Bros. Game. Oh, and there goes to Sector 1. All the cars trying to make through, and there's a massive another crash back there, and the first trap gets activated. There's a big crash back there with both Bush brothers. Kyle Larson continues to lead. He goes into Sector 2. Bubba Wallace, William Byron side by side. And there's so many drivers that have crashed back there. Chase Elliott was involved. So many drivers involved, that might bring out a caution. Kyle Larson goes into Sector 3. The 23 and the 24 side by side. They're 3 wide for 4th. And there's 2 hard over above. That's Austin Dillon. He crashes. And that's a big hit. Bowman also going through. And so is Custer. Oh, the 16 loses control right into Tyler Reddick, and they both hit the wall hard, and no one knows where to go. They all run into the book. All of them are hitting the barrier, the 16 around as well. Oh, and there's another one, that's Kurt Busch. He flies over it, and he lands it. He lands his car. How did he do that? But he's literally sat there wrecked as another trap is gone. People crashing everywhere.
Another trap? I thought that was the first trap.
Oh, and the 21 spins hard into Chase and into Ryan Blaney, who's just flying into space now, but he crashes in a big crash for Ryan Blaney. Elliott wedged in between the wall and the door. Look at Chase. Blaney underneath the door, the 6 upside down. This might be a caution. Oh, and there's Denny. He runs into the 6. The 6 saves it. Caution is out for all this carnage on the track. Dillon's still there. And Sector 1's demolished now. We'll be back for the restart. This was a crazy caution. All right, there's your lineup right now. 3, 2, 1, and green flag is back in the air. Kyle Larson gets off to a great restart. Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, all of them going in, and then he spins, and he makes a huge contact over the top of Ross Chastain. Carnage on the restart. Who just went in the wall? That's Eric Almirola. All of them trying to climb up that mountain. Kyle Larson gets away well. Bubba Wallace in second chasing him. There's cars. Byron's upside down. Austin Dillon just ran into the wall hard. Who's that? Chase Briscoe gets wedged into the door. How did he do that? Matt Benedetto up. Then everyone else coming up at the same time. This is not going to be good. Oh, they flip over. Huge crash. The 21 up over everyone. And Bowman launches, and he gets to the lead, but he also launches into the monster truck. Larson keeping going. Bubba second. Chris Buescher somehow in third. And here comes Briscoe. Briscoe's going to come out, and he's going to be second place. And Bubba knocks him back into the wall.
I don't think Alex can race anymore. He's probably done.
Denny getting back going, so is Kyle Busch.
Den Hamster.
All these cars getting back going now. Kurt Busch also getting back. Eric Almirola now gets back going. And so does Austin Dillon. They're in the back. As up front, Martin Truex Jr. spins around. And someone makes huge contact with him. I'm not sure who that was. I think it was Matt Benedetto. As it seems like they're like 5 wide for the lead. Someone's leading. That's Kyle Larson. Now here comes Ryan Newman and Joey Logano up there as well. Now Logano's going to take the lead. He needs some luck. Briscoe's starting to get back under control now, as Bowman somehow is still racing. Bowman somehow still alive as they keep racing, and Tyler Reddick's gonna take the lead. That doesn't make sense. How did he lose control? He was doing well, but he just, I guess, just lost talent and stopped driving. Anyways, everyone's starting to get back going. Here comes the 3 and the 10. They're in the back. Drivers still ahead. Alex Bowman, Cole Custer, Kurt Busch. Truex turns around, gets back going. The 3 and the 10 still bump drafting back here. They get up to the back of the pack now. Chase Briscoe starting to go again. Who's in the lead? That's Eric Jones. Eric Jones far in the lead. Eric Jones far in the lead over Ryan Newman and George Balicki, and then the 95, and here comes Tyler Reddick. He's coming back. And he just runs into the wall, because that's realistic. Here comes the 6 and the 43. No, he didn't. He didn't hit anyone. He just drove through.
He hit Brad Keselowski.
Larson was leading. Now he's all the way back here. But the leader now is Eric Jones. Here comes Bubba Wallace with a great run. He's going to pass Kyle Larson. Eric Jones leading. The orange cars are somehow having speed now. And here comes the 23. He's making a huge move. And the gates are opening now. They go through. And they need to be careful because there's a huge metal chain there. No one wants to hit that. Here comes Chase Briscoe. He's going very slowly though. Is he stopping? Is this car dying? I think his engine's dying. Chase Briscoe shuts down. He is out of the race. Briscoe is out of the race. And he goes out. As here they come now. Eric Jones in first. He gets by. Now they're 3 wide for second. Here comes Keselowski. Logano, he gets turned hard by Chris Buescher. They run into the back of the 95, and that's a huge crash into the metal chain. Logano goes over the metal chain. And they're still going through, and they're hit. Jones and Bubba gets through, but they're still wrecking.
He doesn't know where to
Larson
go.
gets through, and there's another one. That's Austin Dillon, a huge crash as they go by the chain. And that's a huge, huge hit for all 4 of these guys. More crashing. Eric Jones, Bubba Wallace, Kyle Larson, the top 3. The Squid now attacking. Oh, and Williams spins Bubba Wallace out. Wallace gets spun out by William Byron. Here they all come. The chain being took back now. As now the car is trying to get back going. Joey Logano, he gets back going, but Chris Buescher, Austin Dillon, and Casey Kane are out of the race. They're all out of the race. As now the Squid eating more cars. As under we go into the tunnel. Who's leading? Tyler Reddick. How has Tyler Reddick came back from this race and started leading the race? As Bubba Wallace is turned around still. Here comes Almirola, Larson, Keselowski, and more. The Squid eating more. And now he's gone. Truex also spun out. The cars being dislodged as they go underneath the tunnel. Oh, and Reddick, the leader, Reddick spins, and he hits the wall hard. Not sure what happened there. It's too dark. Bubba Wallace gets by going. Who's that leading? That's Kyle Busch in the 18. Oh, and that's more spinning. Logano spins out again, and he spins Bubba. Bubba spins again, and he gets into the wall. But he keeps it going fast. He goes back And there's more crashing. The 23 round, and that's massive contact. I'm not sure what happened there, but someone died.
Kurt spun them.
They're 4 wide for the lead. Kurt Busch, Denny Hamlin, Matt DiBenedetto, and George Bilicki. Bubba Wallace with a great run. He's going to pass all 4 of them. Bubba gets through. Jones is slow.
His engine.
And his engine's gone. Eric Jones out of this race. Jones out. Here they come. Bubba Wallace leading by a long shot over Denny Hamlin and Kurt Busch. They're 4 wide and the last one comes out. He's going to attack Bubba. He attacks Bubba and Bubba spins out. He gets Eric Almirola as well. And Martin Truex. They're all coming through. Here comes Kyle Busch. Kurt Busch as well. Hamlin spun in the middle of the pack and they run into him.
Joey was left behind.
Here comes Logano and they have a huge collision. They're all coming through. Here comes Christopher Bell. Ryan Newman's there. Larson. Byron crashes hard. And he goes through, but he's almost at the finish line, but he crashes. And Bubba Wallace starting to get back going. And he's in the lead, but he gets wrecked again. How many times has Bubba been wrecked? Ross Chastain goes through. Chastain trying to win the race. Here comes Bowman though, and Alex Bowman and Kurt Busch side by side. Who won? We're getting word. Alex Bowman is not your winner. Kurt Busch wins the race. Oh my goodness. Chastain 3rd. Bubba Wallace 4th. Matt DiBenedetto 5th. Kyle Busch 6th. Larson 7th. Newman 8th. That's a close finish. Points there. Christopher Bell gets points again, and Michael McDowell 10th. What a finish! And Kurt Busch steals it. Bowman was about to win. Kurt Busch, though, is in the playoffs. Truex.
His engine.
His engine expired before he finished. No.
Come on.
Is there anyone else?
I don't.
Yes, there's more right there. Behind the Piranha plant, Joey and more. They're going to start to get going again. They're going to race to the finish line. Who's going to get in front? Oh, they wreck! Oh, that's a big crash! And they push Martin across the finish line. Truex crosses the finish line. And now Logano gets through after Custer and Keselowski. And there we go. We'll be back for the results of this race. Wow. All right, we're here for the results. Kurt Busch gets a great win. How about that for Kurt? That was a great finish for him. Alex Bowman came so close to winning. And then Ross Chastain gets a 3rd place finish. Bubba Wallace 4th. Another top 5 for Bubba Wallace. He has had a great season so far. His nearest contender in the points, Kyle Larson, he's going to finish 7th. So, and then rounding out the top 10 is Michael McDowell. AJ Allmendinger barely misses out on points. So does Denny Hamlin and George Bilicki. Finishing last is Kevin Harvick. He had a terrible race today. He got out right away. That sucks for him. He also started last. And no Stewart Haas cars finished in the top 10. All the ones who started the back, none of them finished in the top 10. There's Eric Almirola, the highest finishing Stewart Haas car, finishing 14th, and then Cole Custer, and then Chase Briscoe, and then Kevin Harvick last. We're gonna get to interviews in a minute. Here we go. This was a crazy, crazy event.